Good evening, good evening. It's great you made this day. Good evening to you. Hello everyone, I'm Tupperware Pete, and tonight I'm going to be making my potato salad with a twist. Let me put these muffins, let me put these maracas down. I'm going to be making a potato salad, but I'm going to do I put mustard in my potato salad, and I've got some parsnips. So why don't we do a potato and parsnip salad? I'm not boiling potatoes on the stove. No, thank you. A, I don't want to pull out a saucepan. B, I don't want to heat my kitchen up from the stove. So I'm going to use the Tupperware pressure cooker. Yes, this is brilliant for making mashed potatoes. I'm not going to mash them, I'm just going to cube them. Whether you're doing a soup, a stew, a curry, a casserole, homemade stock, an 8-minute chocolate Tim Tam cake, whether you're cooking pasta, mac and cheese, risottos, this thing will do the whole lot. It will even cook a whole chook, silverside, pulled pork. You can do like a pot roast in here as well, right? Anything that your slow cooker takes, even the microwave's cheering, anything that your slow cooker takes 4 to 6 hours to do or 8 hours to do, this thing will do it in 20 to 30 minutes. Everything your crock pot takes 2 hours to do, this will do it in 20 to 30 minutes. It's a Tupperware pressure cooker that goes into the microwave. So it works on the efficiency of a microwave oven. It's the health benefits of pressure cooking your food. And it literally locks in the flavour, the colour and the texture and the nutrients as well. Now when I say literally locks in the colour, it literally locks everything in. See here, you've got this little... I can't remember what this is called. You've got this thing that pops into here, right? And that helps suction the top onto the bottom. You've got these little interlocking tabs here. They interlock with the tabs over here. Can you see that? And when you lose the instruction booklet, where are my glasses? When you lose the instruction booklet, all the instructions are on the inside here, so you don't have to keep looking for the booklet. It basically tells you need a maximum of 30 minutes, right? It's a maximum of 900 watts, and you do need a minimum of 150 mils of water, which, I'll just grab my Tupperware measuring cups. 150 mils, that's basically a half a cup of water. So that's like a half a cup of water and a tablespoon. Like literally half a cup of water and a tablespoon. That's the bare minimum that you use, right? So what I'm going to do is with my potatoes, I'm going to slice them up in my Tupperware super dicer. You see, I haven't used this for a while, but I used to use this a lot during winter. It's perfect for prepping up your veggies in next to no time, right? We are going to pop the purple bowl just over here, just for a little bit later on, right? So in here we have got, where are we? I have got my Tupperware potato mate. I've also got my Tupperware onion mate and garlic mate. Now they just sit perfectly up on top of each other. You can pop them in the pantry. You can pop them on the bench top because they're dark. You can pop them on the bench top because they're ventilated accordingly depending on what you're storing. So onions have a larger ventilation than potatoes. The potatoes are down here. They don't need very much ventilation whatsoever, right? Which is why they've only got a few little dots in here. Onions are very gassy, so that's why they need a lot of ventilation. Garlic has some ventilation on the top and on the front here, so there's your garlic into here, and you can just pop them straight into there. I've got them like this on my display. There's onion, garlic, and I've got my potatoes into there. I have just washed these. I've got some pre-washed. I'm not peeling them. Most of the nutrients is in the skin. I'm not going to peel them, right? But I do have a Tupperware peeler on hand in case I've got any little bits that need to be... I do have one of the Tupperware click peelers. These are great, actually. They come apart and it comes with a couple of heads. These come out every now and again, right? So I've got my... Let's grab a... Luckily, Tupperware do a whole range of eco cloths. So let's pop that down and we'll pop that over there. What we're going to do is grab our potato. We were going to... I've got in here, actually, let me just show you this. I've got some celery that I've just chopped up, and I've used my Mastro chopper to chop that celery up into beautifully fine pieces, right? So what we're going to do is just pop this on the bench top right here. I'm using the underside as a back scratcher, as a board scraper, and you can use this side here as a board scraper as well. So it saves on kitchen tools in the kitchen, right? Here's my potatoes. I am just going to, there are a few eyes in here. Let's remove those eyes with our Tupperware eye remover on the Tupperware peeler. And we will just remove them out the way because that might be a little bit hard. And I normally do this. It's very quick. You can just remove them into there, right? And all I'm going to do now is, let's move that celery. And all I'm going to do is just slice these just into roughly the same size chunks. Roughly, right? And all I'm going to do in here, oh look, there's a bit of a manky bit. Let's just peel that. There we go. Too easy. Oh look, there's another little eye. And you know what I could be doing? I could be using my chop collector, which actually comes, sometimes it comes as the whole set with the potato mate, the onion mate, the garlic mate, and the chop collector. Let's pop this here. We will pop this down into here. So if you do need to practice some hoops or shooting some baskets, you can use that as your backboard, and that just goes straight into there like that, right? Where's that other potato gone? Here we go. Let's grab this Tupperware peeler, and we will just pop them straight into here. Oh, there we go. Let's grab one of them out into there. Oh, flying around everywhere. There's a little bit there. We'll take that out. Easy as, right? So all I'm going to do is just pop these down just into roughly this sort of thing. And we'll pop them straight through our super dicer into here, right? And that's all we're doing. I mean, if you prefer to have your stovetop on and boil them, go for it. I don't. I'm going to use the Tupperware pressure cooker because it literally saves so much time, but also it saves money on your electric bill because it only takes about 3 cents a day to run a microwave oven. Everyone's got one. No one really knows that they can cook food in it. Most people just use it to reheat or, you know, reheat a coffee or something. But you can actually use it to cook your food. So there's a couple of potatoes. And there, that's what your diced potatoes look like. How easy is that? Just pop them straight into here. Right? Now, if you're going to do, I'm not going to do any more potatoes than that because I don't want to end up with a bucket load of food, but you've got the fill line all the way up to here, so you can keep going if you want to, depending on how many people you're feeding, right? That's all I'm going to do. These potatoes, once they dry, I'm just going to pop them straight back into the Tupperware potato keeper over here. What I'm going to do now is, in my Vent Smart container, I've got some parsnip. So let's do 3 parsnips, right? I've got them, they were on sale, and I thought, oh, let's get some parsnips. We might only use 2 though. So let's just grab the tops, and we will just pop the tops over there. Let's pop them into there, and we will just exactly the same. Just pop them into little chunks. Slice them down there. And then all you have to do is just pop them straight into here. And we will dice them up. Oh, we will dice them up. And there's our diced parsnip. You might as well throw that into there. It's going to add a little bit of extra texture to your potato salad. And people will go, oh, this tastes delicious. What have you got in here? It's like, oh, it's the Tupperware Pete's secret ingredient, all right? So that's it. Potato, parsnip. We've just got 150 mils of water. That's the bare minimum that you need. If you want to, you can just pop in water to cover it if you want to, but I normally don't bother. So, pop that out. Clip that in. We will lock that into place, and instead of popping it on our stovetop, make sure the stove doesn't boil over. Instead of doing that, we can pop it into the pressure cooker, and it's literally a quick set and forget. So what we're going to do is pull this out. I have got in here, I've got my Micro Pro grill. Let's pop that over there. Let's pop that into here. Let's stick that in for 13 minutes, right? In my Micro Pro grill, this is the barbecue that goes into the microwave, right? It's a fry pan that goes into the microwave. It's a double-sided fry pan. It's a double-sided barbecue. It's an under the grill that goes into the microwave. It's a toaster. It's a sandwich press. It's an oven that goes into the microwave. This is the best invention ever. I've got about I won't tell you how many I've got, but I do use them a lot, right? So in here, what I've done is, just for either 5 or 6 minutes, that's just diced bacon that I just popped in there for 5 or 6 minutes. You don't have to worry about adding any extra oil. All that liquid came out of the bacon. And all I'm going to do now... How many litres of potato salad can you fit in a purple bowl? 4.3, 4.3 purple bowl. What we're going to do in here is, I tell you what, selling Tupperware is so much fun. Let's throw this bacon into here, and we will grab pop this into here. We will pop this, let's just scrape that out. There's our bacon, right? What I've done is bacon into there. Then what we're going to do is grab some of this celery. See this celery that I've chopped up? I'm just going to throw in some of that. I might throw it all in, actually. Let's throw it all in. I chopped it up, so I may as well, right? Then what I've got is, I've got my super dicer still out. You know what I've done? In my Tupperware saucepan, yes, Tupperware makes saucepans, fry pans, a big stock pot. Every now and again they come out with a wok. This is the Tupperware. I've just boiled some eggs. So, fingers crossed, they're hard boiled and not soft boiled, because I forgot how long they were on for and went, oh, should I take them off now? So let's just peel these. And I am going to throw in some egg. Do you throw egg into your potato salad? And am I the only person that throws mustard into a potato salad? I love seeded mustard in a potato salad. So what we're going to do is we will just give that a bit of a rinse. You know what I'm going to do? I'm literally just going to do this. And there's my diced eggs. You can sit there with a fork and mash it and have bits fly out the bowl if you want to. But how easy is that, right? That's one egg. I'm going to throw in another egg. I just love it. Like when you have... Now, you've heard me, if you've been following me on either Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Notes, or Cameo, you will find that I have talked about this quite some time. It literally makes cooking so much easier because you don't cook. You just assemble with Tupperware and everyone thinks you're brilliant, right? Oh, that's a bit of a soft egg. That might be a little bit soft. So let's... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, there we go. A little bit soft. How cool is that? There's a couple of eggs. So you can literally have so much fun with your imagination. If you've got the right tools for the kitchen, it really does make life so much easier in the kitchen, right? So there's 2 eggs. I might save these 2 eggs here. And you know what we might do? We'll pop them in a One Touch Fresh. Let's just pop them into there. Pop that into the fridge. These can go into the fridge or into the pantry, so we'll pop them into the refrigerator. Let's move that out the way. Let's move this out the way. And we will throw in our parsnips in our Tupperware Vent Smart. Have you heard me talk about the Vent Smarts before? These are the ones, they will literally make your fruits and vegetables last 3 to 5 times longer than just sitting in a plastic bag at the bottom of your fridge or at the top of the fridge, wherever you put them, right? The things that make these unique is the vent system on the top here. So what you do is you find out whether you've got, on these smaller ones, you've got your fruit on one side and you've got your vegetables on one side. So you find where the vegetables are, you find where the circle's half and half, it's fully coloured in or it's fully open, and that's the same with your fruit. So you've got half and half or fully closed in. That corresponds with this little... What's that celery leaf? That corresponds with this little vent system up the top here. So you slide it over there for half and half. You slide... Do you see what I mean? So it's like a little blowhole, like dolphin blowhole that allows the right amount of airflow depending on what you're storing into here, right? Their little feet on the bottom here, that's like it's a deep-footed channel that will help drain away any condensation, because this is a fridge. You know how the Micro Pro grill is like an oven that goes into the microwave? This is a fridge that goes into the fridge. So you will get condensation happening on the inside here. That's normal. And that's why they've got these little feet in here so the condensation drains away, right? So there's my parsnip that I've got in here. I did bring out a few other bits and pieces. Do you want me to show you what my fridge is like? So in here I've got I've got some lemons. They will last, in my fridge, these will last for about a month, right? I normally only do a massive, if I'm doing a massive fruit and veggie shop, I normally only do that maybe once a fortnight, maybe once every 3 weeks, because it literally makes your fruit and veggies last way longer, right? So there's my lemons. In here, I've got, I should have checked these before I showed you actually, because I don't know why. Some of these I haven't opened in about 2 weeks. So we've got, all right, more lemons, a couple of blood oranges, because remember, if you've got the more than one fruit and veggie can be stored in the same container, so long as they're in the same box. So can you see here, I've got lemons and oranges, they're in the same container here, half and half, I can pop them in the same container here. With these larger ones, if you're looking at the picture, while you can read the word Tupperware, then you know you've got it on the right way, right? Now, if the fruits and veggies are on the right-hand side, you slide the slide to the right-hand side. If the fruits and veggies are in the middle, you slide the slide to the middle. And if the fruits and veggies are on the left-hand side, you slide the slide to the left-hand side. So there's our citrus, all right? So we've got those happening in here. What have we got in here? We did have a little bit of an interesting situation the other day with online shopping. I've got 24 portobello mushrooms. Now, yes, I love mushrooms, but not 24 of them. Right? Look, aren't they gorgeous? Brilliant. Now, I've popped them in upside down so that they don't fill up with condensation. Now, I'm not stressed by this whatsoever. Do you know why? In a Tupperware Vent Smart container with the oxygen cut off so they're a light breather, so they don't need any oxygen whatsoever, this is going to last in my fridge for 3 weeks. So I don't have to, well, I might have to eat mushrooms every day because I've got 24 of them, but I don't have to eat mushrooms every day. I can come back in a week's time and I've still got these mushrooms fresh as if I bought them last week, right? So that's easy as, right? Then we've got in here, what have I got in here? I've got, oh, a cos lettuce. Someone asked me, how do you store cos lettuce? This is how I store cos lettuce. A lettuce will last a lot longer with the core gone. And if you use a knife, it'll go brown. So use a piece of Tupperware or use a Tupperware knife, and then that way it's not going to discolour. And pop it in dirty. Wash your fruit and veggies as you use them, and that's another reason why they will last 3 to 5 times longer, right? So that's a cos lettuce into here. Then I've got, what have I got? I don't know what I've got in here. I just pulled everything out and went, oh, let's show everyone this while the potato salad's cooking. I've got, oh look, there's another cos lettuce. I've got a couple of capsicums because they're the same breathing requirement as lettuce. And I've got a whole bunch of root turmeric underneath that lettuce. I don't know if you can see that root turmeric into there. And that's going to last in my fridge for, 2, 3, 4 weeks, right? Easy. Easy, easy. In here, I've got, I don't know what's in here. Oh, celery and tomato. So tomatoes will last for like 4, 5, 6 weeks. Remember, if you're getting your fresh fruit and veggies from the fruit shop instead of the supermarket, the quality is going to be so much better and the freshness. So they haven't been sitting in the fruit shop for as long as what they've been sitting in the supermarket for. So, do you know what I mean? So the fresher they are, the longer they will last. But if they've been sitting in the supermarket for 2 weeks, they're not going to last for another 4 weeks in your VentSmart. But if they've been sitting in the fruit shop for like a few days, they're definitely going to last for about 3 weeks. You see what I mean, right, with that? So, what else have we got into here? We have got, with your broccoli and cauliflower, you can cut them up into florets. So that way, when you're ready to, do up your dinner or whatever, you just pop them in your colander, give them a rinse, and there I've got my broccoli and cauliflower, and I can help myself as I need them. Cauliflower will last in a VentSmart for 8 weeks, 10 weeks. I kid you not, right? They're brilliant. They're the most underrated piece of Tupperware that's around, right? Oh, don't want to push that pepper bowl over the edge. Then I've got some leftover pumpkin. So I've just chopped this up. Now, a pumpkin will last a lot longer with the seeds gone, and some people sprinkle it with a little bit of black pepper to make that last just a little bit longer. I've chopped this up into pieces because the next time I need to do some roast pumpkin or pumpkin in the grill or doing a pumpkin and mushroom risotto with all of those mushrooms, pop them in. You can do a pumpkin and mushroom risotto in the pressure cooker. It only takes 23 minutes, right? And it's already ready to go, right? And if you've already prepped your veggies up into here, it literally makes cooking midweek so much quicker. You're not going to be tempted to get fast food because you've got your own fast food from the fridge, right? So there's your pumpkin. We have got in here, oh, that's a whole bag of carrots in my Tupperware Vent Smart into there, right? Then we've got, what else do I have? Oh, you know those bags of spinach and rocket that you can get from the supermarket? And if you leave it in the bag in the fridge, fold it over, how many days does that last in your fridge? 2 days? 3 days? 4 days? 5 days if you're really lucky. 2 weeks in a Tupperware container, in a Vent Smart container. Spinach and rocket, they are, depending on the type of spinach, it's either half and half, half open, half closed, or fully open, depending on the type of spinach that you've got, right? But you can see, look how many pictures there are. It's like Tupperware Pictionary, right? So you can have a lot of fun trying to determine which is which, but that gives you that little rough guide, right? So we've got that into there, and what else have I got in? Oh, look, I've got more lemons and limes, because I love lemons and limes in water, and again, lemons and limes in my fridge will last for 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, depending on how fresh they are when I brought them home from the store, right? So let's just pop these over here, because if you throw away, I mean, everybody buys fruits and veggies, right? And almost everybody throws away fruit and veggies. In Australia, people are throwing away 2 out of every 10 shopping bags every week. You're buying food, and every week you're throwing 2 out of 10 shopping bags straight into landfill. That's not good. Invest in your Vent Smart. It's going to pay for themselves within the month, right? Or 2 weeks, depending on how many fruits and veggies that you've got going through your fridge. But the other reason why I love these is because when you're not using them, you pop them in the fridge empty. That way, when you come home from the shops, instead of just dumping all your bags in the crisper at the bottom of your fridge, you're actually just popping them all straight into your Vent Smart containers, right? So have a think about investing in those. Remember, when you purchase your own online shopping account with Tupperware, like an online business account, you do get 15 to 25% off the entire collection, right? So do you clean your fridge out on bin night, or do you clean your fridge out on shopping day, right? So you grab your Tupperware crisper and go, before we put the shopping away, let's clean the crisper out, right? So you might take it outside and hose it, depending on what you've got in there, right? Or you just pop it under the sink and give it a wash, or you know what I mean? And then in goes all the plastic bags of all your veggies, and then within 3 or 4 days, you might sort of go, oh, what's this? Or at the end of the week, you sort of go, oh, am I the only person that goes through the fridge and go, what have we got to use these veggies for? You might find a bag and you go, I have no idea what this is, but now it's going to be landfill. That won't happen. Remove the crisper out of your fridge. Replace them with all of your Vent Smart containers, and you will never throw fruit and veggies away ever again, and you'll save money as well, right? Have a think about that. It really does work, right? Now, we've got, this is just perfect. How about that for perfect timing, right? Let's pull this out. Let's grab a little Tupperware trivet. Grab our Tupperware pressure cooker. Now this is, oh, can you hear that steaming? See that pressure indicator? That's in the up position, right? Now you've got to let that go down by itself, and that will finish, the pressure is going to finish off the cooking process. Let me turn this around so you can see this. I don't know if you can see that. See that steam release valve? That's open. So there is a little bit of excess steam. That's one of the safety features for this pressure cooker. So what we'll do is we'll let that sit down there. We'll let that pressure indicator go into the down position. In here I've got my bacon, I've got my egg, I've got some celery. Now what I'm going to do is make up a quick little dressing, right? So what we'll do is let's grab our One Touch Fresh square, grab the tab, peel the seal. They're called a One Touch because, see in the middle, you've got this little, it's like a little ring. All you have to do is one touch that straight into place, and away you go, right? Simple as. Okay, so what we're going to do is, in here we have got our mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. We have, oh, it's brand new. So what we'll do is, oh, I didn't think this through. Let's just, I don't recommend using a knife at home. So here we go. Let's take this off. There we go. We'll pop that in my chop collector. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 1, 2, let's do 3 tablespoons of mayo into there. Then what we're going to do is grab some seeded mustard, and we're going to do a decent amount of that seeded mustard. And I've got some yogurt. So we are going to grab, we're going to do equal, let's just clean up that bench. We're going to do equal amounts of yogurt to mayo. And that's going to just help. We might throw a little bit more yogurt into there. All right, so that's going to help us. Can you still, that's still in the up position, right? What we've got is, I've got my salt and pepper. I just use my large spice containers because whether you need to sprinkle your pepper on the table or whether you need a half a teaspoon or a whole teaspoon for a recipe, the spice containers make it very easy. They're compact and they're like a set of, that's your salt and pepper shakers, right? In here I've got Celtic sea salt. So we are just going to throw in a little bit of Celtic sea salt. We've got the bacon in there, so we're not going to put too much into there. And we've got some cracked black pepper. And we will just sprinkle some of that into there as well. There's our salt, there's our pepper. Here is our, this is delicious, right? So we've got our, oh my goodness, can you hear that pressure cooker squealing? What's my hat doing? All right, so there we go. Mustard, yogurt, mayo. That is going to be delicious. We might just throw in a little bit more of that mustard. Yummo. And I can have a little bit of this each day because I just found this out. Cold cooked potatoes have a lower GI, have a lower glycemic index than hot potatoes. Did you know that? I didn't know that. So I think coming into summertime, potato salad's got to make its way into the rotation a little bit more frequently than what it has in the past. All right. So there is our dressing. What we're going to do now is grab this. We have got some spring onions. Let's grab I've got some green spring onions and some parsley in here. So we're just going to grab our Tupperware scissors and we're going to chop this up into here. Oh, can you hear that? Can you hear that? It's like a balloon, you know, when you're with the balloon. But at least I haven't had to stand in front of a stovetop and watching that. It's just a quick set and forget, straight into the microwave. Let's use another couple of green. Oh, it stopped. It stopped squealing. That's a good sign. That's going to hopefully go into the down position any moment. Let's do this. Actually, you know what we will do? Let's grab some parsley. Let's grab our supersonic chopper. While we're waiting, let's grab our supersonic chopper. Let's throw in a whole bunch of this parsley. I reckon. What do you reckon? Let's just grab some of that and we'll just throw the whole lot in. I reckon. Because we've got it and we may as well use it. I've probably overfilled it, but that's okay. Good life advice. Respect the fill, Lauren. So let's just pop this onto here and we will just chop this up. There we go. You should feel that. There we go. Just chopped up parsley into there. I mean, you can stand there with a knife if you like, but why would you when you've got the Tupperware that makes life so much easier in the kitchen? Right, there's our parsley. Then what we're going to do is move this out of the way. Let's move that over here. Let's move this over here. We have got, grab our We'll do that out the way there. We have got, look at this. This is my potato and my parsnip. I popped that in for 13 minutes on 900 watts. What I need to do is just grab a... I'm going to grab an Eco Plus clear bowl. Let's pretend this is the kitchen sink. And we will just... Remember that double colander, that is heat resistant. And we will grab... There we go. Can you see? Look at that. I mean, that does fit into there perfectly as well. So if you've got two of them, I've got two of them. The other ones are sitting on the table. We got that there. Let's just pop that straight into here. Potato, parsnip, and now what we're going to do is while that's warm, we're going to throw in some yogurt and some mayo with some of this mustard. Remember, we've got bacon in there too, so let's just give this a fold through while it's warm so that dressing can go all in beautifully. We've got the celery, parsley, spring onion, a couple of hard-boiled eggs. We've got a few potatoes, a couple of parsnips, and the dressing is just mayo, yogurt, and seeded mustard. So there we go. How many litres of potato salad can you fit inside a purple bowl? 4.3, 4.3. Purple bowl. All I'm going to do now is grab my One Touch Fresh. And we will... Oh, look at that. We need to just... Don't recommend doing that at home either. Oh, that's delicious. We can seal that. We can pop that into the fridge and we can have that with something a little bit later on. We're going to let that cool. Because remember, when cool potatoes there's a lower glycemic index, isn't there? Thank you very much. We'll pop that onto there. You can pop the seal into there. Stick that into the refrigerator. I'm going to let that cool. Take that off and let that cool. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please let me know. And in the meantime, you know what you need to do. Forget your troubles and get happy. Dance your cares away. Shout out and get happy. I'll cook for you another day. Thank you for watching, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.